record button. And what's up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Killzown Jones, man. I'm here for another edition of Killzone interviews, and I'm here with the anime YouTube legend, man, Lowery. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. You good, brother, over there, man, considering everything. I've been saying quarantine because, we can't, it's like Voldemort off of Harry Potter. We can't, it's she who must not be named, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, so with everything been going on, like, how are you, man? How's the family? How's your people? Everybody straight? Everybody good?
Everything good, man. Everything good. We didn't take the proper precautions. A lot of people ain't took it seriously, but we still, because this right here, people got the perspective, well, if it ain't affecting me, it must not really be that real as people make it seem. But I just seen a few people catch it. So that's all I need to see from what they done went through. We good over here. We got enough snacks in the cabinets. Got a case of emergency stash. And yeah, we just trying to stay out the way until all this blow over, man. Going crazy outside right
now. Okay. So that's great. That's great. I always start the show off, man, with checking in on everybody and how they doing. I try to check in a little bit like we did beforehand, just to make sure everything is good, make sure everything sounded right. Because I'm not that type of dude that's, if you got something real going on, we could always like reschedule or do something. Yeah. Like I'm not that callous where, okay, yeah, man, I'm sick, but we got to do, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't how I run my show. Like not even with this, like even beforehand, like people have had incidents. So I got into the habit, especially with this going down, just asking everybody, how they doing.
That's right.
Yeah, so. Mo, man, I forgot when I came across your video. I think it was on Facebook first. I'm just on Facebook watching, I'm watching Red Table Talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching Looper videos, and lo and behold, I come across one of your Dragon Ball Z commentaries, and I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm just on the flow, like you coming in with the ad libs, and you coming in with the different catchphrases. Like, you got me over here talking about, on bumpers and all that, and on justice and all that. Like I've been sending them, because we had Chris of SJE on the show. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's a anime trap rapper. He does a lot of anime themed music, and I was putting him down. I say, bro, you got to check out Lowery. He's like, oh, word, oh, straight. I almost told him that we was gonna do this, but I wanted to make sure we had it locked in, because I said, man, you need to get him to do a skit on your album and turn the album up, because I'm like, bro, this is just it's crazy how you put it together, man. Like, you remind me of like, I'll say you kind of transcended like the Teen 4 Stars, the My Way Entertainments. Like, I feel like you are what they was trying to like become, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they did it pretty big back in the day, but I feel like you like the new generation. So what inspired you to do the to do the commentaries and do the anime commentary?
Man, so I do comedy. I'm a comedian, and then I know a lot of people within the city, so I've done various things, from working at the Boys and Girls Club to being a journalist on the news to just being that person in school that I know all the parents, I know all the kids. I'm always just randomly doing something. So I knew everybody amongst the community, but when I throw a comedy show, no one would show up. So no one would show up to this show, but then like the day after, folks would be like, hey, man, I heard you had a comedy show, man. I was just about to go. I wanted to go. How was it? Next time you throw one, I'm going to make sure I get there type deal. So that inspired me to throw another one. So then I threw another one, and nobody would show up either. So I got, I'm going to just talk about what I feel like talking about, man. And then I messed around and seen Goku versus Jiren. It's going to be an hour-long special, and I watched that, and Goku got washed the whole episode. So I got to talk about that. Messed around, made a video, and bada bing, bada boom, we here. It was just like, it's just crazy how it works like that, but yeah.
So you from Chicago, right?
I'm not close. I'm not in the city to call it Chicago, but in the suburb area, yeah.
Okay, you was born and raised out there, right?
I was born in Germany.
Germany. Oh, okay.
Germany. Yeah, I was born in Germany. Then I moved to North Carolina. Then I moved to Texas. And I moved to Illinois. Yeah, that's my map
Okay.
location transfers. Yeah.
Okay, cause like you, I noticed in the videos that you use some of the slang from from Chicago. Cause like I would hear it in certain in certain music and stuff like that. And so like and you kind of remind me of some of my boys out there from Chicago. Cause they say I'm from St. Louis. They say we talk funny. You know what I'm saying? I got
Okay.
family in Texas and all that. So like when I go to Texas or when I go like to the East Coast, I come back sounding like I'm from the East Coast a little bit, and it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it kind of get into your mind and into your blood. So
Uh-huh.
I remember watching it during versus Goku commentary, and then so from there, you just kept building it. Like you start doing One Piece, you start doing My Hero Academia, you start doing I just seen the series you did on the Boondock. So like
Yeah.
what was some of the struggles? Because I remember like you had the Mo Lowery page on Facebook, and then one day I looked up, that mug disappeared. I'm like, damn. And then I seen
Damn.
No Mo Lowery. Then I seen Mo Lowery shadow clones. I seen like 3-4 different pages pop up. Cause it's the same thing happened with My Way Entertainment. Like they would get take down notices and stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
then they will pop back up. But so what was like the challenges that you faced doing these dubs?
Man, so okay, so we got the Goku versus Jiren. That happened like in October. And then from that to the probably the end of the tournament of power, I'll probably say, because I messed around and got some calls from Funimation and got to do a trip down there. So October to February, I was going real heavy with the videos, and then I got like I had 200,000 followers. And then Facebook was integrating some new mechanics with the system, like Facebook Business Ad and a whole bunch of other stuff that was had a beta out and incorporating. So I'm trying to learn it. And then somebody was like, "Well, I can teach you it," type deal. And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm trying to learn it. And then I sign in on the wrong type of page. They get my password, my information, and then it's like they took my page over. Man, I got hacked in a way because I'm thinking I'm going to sign in to learn this business deal, and as soon as I sign in, I get kicked out. So then I messed around. I couldn't get my page back. I did a whole bunch of reporting, and it's tough to get in contact with somebody on Facebook, man. If it's anybody you get in contact to for real. So that page was gone. So then I messed around and made another page. So I lose the first page in February, make another page in March. So from March, another year around. So March to the next February, I get like 100,000 back up. Then I get in trouble for copyright violations, but they never told me what video or what I got in trouble for. I mess around, log on Facebook, you hit me with a you go against the terms and agreement. If you continue to do this, you could be banned from posting or the page can be terminated type deal. As soon as I click OK, the page is gone. I'm like, damn, page is gone just like that, man. That's the second page. So then I messed around and made another. I think I was kind of, I ain't gonna call it depressed, but I was kind of shitty because it's like, damn, I just built this mug back up and it just got erased, obliterated, shadow ram that quick. So I messed around and probably just was chill until a good April, and then messed around another year from April to March. Because I remember my third page got deleted after Black History Month. But I was uploading a video every day on some just random Black heroes, Black deals going on, just talking about some Black history stuff. And then that page get deleted. That's my third page, and then now we here to where we at now. So man, so yeah, I done got 3 pages deleted now. So now I made the No Mo Larry, which is like the new page that's cracking, and the shadow clone is like the backup page because I never really had a backup page. So when the main page gone, folks don't know where to find me until they just randomly come across somebody sharing another video of mine. So yeah, man, it's definitely been a struggle, but I just look at it. It's like, man, the analogy I always compare it to is like, are you a Pokemon trainer? Did
Yeah.
you grow up playing Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know
Like,
when you gonna pull the switch out on me?
yeah, I got it on me, baby. Like Pop Smoke, I got it on me. You know what I'm saying? Recipe. But
You know the feeling when, man, you playing Pokemon real heavy and then you turn the game over or die, you ain't safe. So it's like the game, man, yeah, that feeling.
Man, I had one that like I had left my Pokemon Red. We went out to Virginia to see my partner in Virginia with like my aunt, rest in peace. Auntie Killzown. So we out there in Virginia. I left my Pokemon Red in my pants. She washed that mug. I cut that mug on. the Game Boy sign to come up, but then it'll just go blank.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Yeah, so I feel you on that, man. You know, I went through something similar to like what everybody went through it, you know, because I think you came in after the apocalypse. Like my channel was taking off, and I hit the algorithm and stuff like that. I was getting money, and then they like, nope, you can't talk about nothing unless it's PC or like you hit these guidelines, and which you do a good job, by the way, and not, you know, cursing and doing a whole bunch of stuff like that. You know, you keep it kid friendly for the most part. So I feel you on that, man. It's just them milestones, man, and them stepping. I call them stepping stones. I don't call them L's, because it's like you was doing everything the right way, but you just had to take them L's. So you I ain't gonna let you slide past this. You casually mentioned that you said you went to you had a conversation with Funimation. And
yeah, man. I got invited down there to do a panel. This was towards the end of the Tournament of Power. And it was like, who's going to be the last man standing? That's what it was called. So before they dropped the episodes, when we seen Android 17 do his ordeal, they asked me, Barack Obama, Emma Fry, and Daquan Wilshire. Just we had a quick panel together. And, man, out of 10 questions, I got all of them wrong. Right? All of them wrong. But yeah, man, they cool down there in Funimation, man. They showed me love, and some stuff and got flagged before, and they didn't messed around and took some stuff back. So yeah, it's definitely much appreciation for Funimation. They some cool people. Certain people down there, some cool individuals. I don't know everybody down there, but the ones I know, they definitely show some nice love to Mo Lowery.
Okay, so like, how's that process? How's that conversation with, you know, with this studio? Because that's a big studio, and you know, a lot of times, like I said, I brought up, you know, Team 4-Star. I brought up My Way Entertainment. A lot of times they don't like when creators like overdub, and you know, they do certain things to where, you know, that you really can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they argue. I remember it was a big case and everything back in the day with them. Like, you know, how was it having that sitting down and having that conversation with them executives about what you're doing, and like, you know, how did they come to you when you sat down with them?
Some of them actually enjoy the content because it's crazy because you got some of the people who are in position just off of just business. Like they really, I ain't gonna say they don't care about anime, but they really just handle all the numbers and the marketing and this the strategic deals of it. And then there's another side of it, the people who actually appreciate the anime, appreciate the craft. So they really enjoyed it. They didn't take no insult to it. So it's really, yeah, they was cool with it. They was, what can we do how can we help you out more type deal. So so it's really, they cool, man. It wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it would be. There's different people in different positions. They invited me to see the Broly movie. I got to go see the Broly movie on premiere. So they cool. They definitely cool people.
Okay, so when you started, like when things started, you know, gaining traction, you know, like how did your family and everybody around you, you know, because they see you doing your comedy thing, they see you working in the community, they see you on the news and stuff like that. Was they supportive of you as you was through the whole ordeal?
So now it's one of those like Muzz had to see it to believe it type deal. Like from the every time somebody who knows me asks me how I'm doing, I say the same thing, just getting better. So from folks who grew up with me from elementary on up, I didn't always been the same old Larry. I just been updated a little bit. But as far as just, I want to entertain, I want to help people out, I want to cause an impact and be doing stuff around the community. It's always been the same thing. It's just more people really, I wouldn't call it support. I really just call it bandwagoning, because I have folks that mess around and then see a status of mine just going crazy, but they don't know nobody on the status. Ain't nobody from the city. So now they want to pop in and, oh yeah, I know Moto. So it's like, it's a few out there that's been finding me entertaining and then kicked it with me because I'm authentic. I'm the same person since they done met me. So they know what I've been trying to do, and they know the goals I've been made for myself. So it's not a surprise to some people. For other people, it's just like, a lot of people don't even know what I do, because I really keep this side of Mo Lowery low key to all of them, because they didn't support me from first. So I'm not trying to, if you see a video, somebody else must have shared it and it popped up on your timeline, not me just, hey, watch this video over here. I ain't got nothing to prove to them no more. They ain't already, if I was saying these free jokes and ain't nobody show up, now that people enjoying the joke, you just have to find it when you can. But yeah, it's really not a lot of support And then family seeing it differently because telling somebody I'm gonna quit my job and go full-time talking about anime or full-time streaming, I ain't gonna call them old, but to the older generation, it just looked like, oh, well, you finna quit a good job with benefits to sit around and play the game on. So it was like people don't see it from your perspective and they don't know your vision. So they really can't support the way you feel that they should support because they don't know exactly what you're trying to do. So it's like, now that I'm kind of established myself in a few different ways, now people, oh, okay, well, now I see what you're talking about. But it's like, I shouldn't have to prove you wrong for you to believe me when I'm saying something. So, some type of deal.
So that's my next question. Because you're doing, dubs, are you able to monetize the content? I mean,
no.
Okay.
Nope. Not at all. I mean, I probably could get away with it. I've never really tried it to just like to try to sneak past, like maybe if I throw some ads on it, try to collect some pocket change real quick. They won't notice but I don't know. I haven't done it, but I don't know. I can't do it. So, I mean, I'm sure if I tried, I'd get a copyright strike. But yeah, just off the strength of the rules and regulations of what come with it, like you can't really monetize something that's not fully yours. I'm not even going to test those waters, man. So yeah.
So basically, because you said right there that you quit your job, doing this full time. So you guys support, from the community. Like, do you do a Patreon and, okay, because I remember you did it at first, but I just had to check back to see because, like, literally, I was gonna sign up, and when I went to the page, that's when I noticed. I said, "Damn, where I'm looking," you know what I'm saying? I'm searching. I'm like, what the hell did happen? Something happened to Lowery? What's going on? Like, damn, I got off my phone onto the computer. I'm like, where he at, man? Come on, man. Oh, dang, they didn't got him. So, but I'm glad to see that your determination to not do it not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, and then get that love from the actual community. So like, I see you jumping into, streaming too, as far as, games and stuff like that. And you kind of inspired me to jump, head first while we in this quarantine to, get my streaming together. So I study how you interacted with the people. And so like, so you able to like, when you Twitch stream, you able to monetize that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really stream more on YouTube. I haven't gotten the habit of Twitch just off the strength that I'm one of those people. If I don't know something, I don't know it. So I need to like full-fledged study it to understand it in my own perspective. So I ain't really dived into Twitch fully, but YouTube was basic enough, and I was already kind of established enough on YouTube to where I can just take it off from there and just learn while I'm pushing it. But yeah, I'm really streaming more on YouTube than Twitch. Granted, I am learning Twitch in the background, but I don't feel like I know enough to actually pop up on there and act like I know what I'm doing, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Because my bad. Because I thought I was seeing it like afterwards. Like sometimes I catch you live, but then it's like when you do the other one, like when you doing like the archive of it, like because I do both. So like when you do the archive, it kind of from when it's on YouTube, you know how it starts off and everything else like that. But then when you edit it, depending on if you send it over from Twitch or you editing it, it kind of has the same thing. So that's why I wanted to know that. But that's good, bro. Like that's awesome that you got like a whole community-led, fandom that supports you to the point where you was able to like quit your job. You know what I'm saying? And
I gotta give shouts out to my wife because I mean community supported me, but it was really my wife that said I can take over for a few months as you get the ball rolling. So it was like, the community did because I'm married, so it was definitely I ain't gonna call it a rough spot, but me and my wife had to come to an agreement. So I definitely got to give much appreciation to her because it was like you remember those old Mario game when it's like Mario and Luigi and you can play 2 players, but if you die with all your Mario lives, Luigi can give you his lives and you keep pushing on Mario and definitely send you some of her extra lives. So I definitely got to give shouts out to Mrs. Lowery because she definitely is a large part of the deal. It's been smooth. It's definitely been smooth. But yeah, the community definitely helps out a lot though. But I can't just say the community gave all the energy to the spirit bomb. Feel me?
And that's big, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't really get that nowadays, man. A lot of times when you tell a woman, whether it be your girlfriend or your spouse or whatever, that you trying to do something, it's like you finna just that same thing, like you trying to make
Mm-hmm.
this be your full-time gig,
Yeah.
like, and they like,
Turn
you know
around.
what I'm saying? Especially if you got kids, it's a
Yeah.
like,
Turn
you know, like, wait, what, you know, they looking like King Kai whenever somebody come and blow up the planet, they just be like, you know, so
around. That's funny.
yeah, like you really finna do it, like, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
so how did you like decide, like what did you like when you started selecting different animes? Because you actually turned me on to like Baki. You put you and Krissa and Otaku Guy, y'all have been pushing me to watch My Hero. I haven't actually sat down and watched too much of it. I gave up, and Krissa was like, nah, bro, after the first 3 episodes kind of ticked me off because Deku kept getting on my nerves being a little
Yeah.
crybaby, you know.
He
But
glow
once
up a little bit though. By
yeah,
the time you
yeah.
make it to episode 10, that's gonna let you know if you really with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
yeah, I don't know
yeah,
how far you got in, but yeah, by episode 10, you're definitely okay. I'm either gonna keep watching or I'm cool on this.
yeah. I'm actually on like 5 or 6, but I waited because I saw the movie was coming out in the sea. I said, okay, I'm because I like to binge all the way through. You know, like
Understand.
we used to sit up and like my brother-in-law used to like tape record Dragon Ball Z. So for
Uh-huh.
because we didn't have because you know in the Midwest we didn't get Cartoon Network up until like maybe 2005 or 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he would record like when the Cell games was going on. He had like 8 tapes of Toonami where he just taped all of the Cell games. So we literally
Look,
watched this whole Cell saga. Well, we watched the Cell games all from start to finish. So that was like what 15 episodes where we just
yeah.
sat there and watched it from the from beginning to end. So, you know, um, so do you pick animated that you watching, or you catch wind of something that's coming out, or you see something that just came out that nobody knows about, and then you like, okay, I'm finna jump on this anime.
Yeah,
I'm finna,
really just off of what I feel like watching or talking about. Because just off the strength of when I try to keep that same energy that I had when I seen Goku get washed by Jiren, because this is like that's just what I felt like talking about. But me trying, oh yeah, they just dropped this new anime, I need to do it because it's a new anime. That's not gonna be that same energy because none of the stuff I say is really scripted. I see something, I pick what points I want to talk about or what highlights to me, then I crop it up and bada bing, bada boom it. But trying to catch up or stay up with the new animes, like it's always gonna be it's stuff that I ain't watched yet. Like I'm just now watching Inuyasha and Avatar. So people done been got through that, but that's still new to me. So it's just like I just got to use whatever I feel like watching or feel like talking about type deal.
okay. Um, so have anybody approached you for doing any voice acting? Because I feel
Mm.
like bro, I could tell you kind of had a comedic background, and so hearing that you're a comedian, and then you doing this off the dome, like, and you doing it on a consistent basis, and you turning out a lot of content on a consistent basis. You interacted with the community. So anybody like say, hey man, we got to get Mo Lowery to come in here and do some voiceover work yet?
Nope, not yet. If they would have, you probably would have already seen the project or the announcement by now. But yeah, no, not yet, man.
Okay. So we waiting on that.
Yeah.
Um, has any like so you did that panel with Funimation? So like, do people have people during quarantine as like people start reaching out like Anime Expo or different conventions to come down and boogie with
Man, I just sent a lot of emails out. Some people, because I think it's the people who like as far as what's the best way I want to put it? The ones who put the stuff together, I think they look at it more just the aspect of how many numbers you got type deal, opposed to the if you are truly entertained. Because there's some people they got tons of numbers but can't really hold a conversation. But just because they got the tons of numbers from their perspective, well, they might bring tons of people in. So I want to get that person here. But I ain't really pages getting dropped and me having to restart, even though the folks who tune in know, oh yeah, this dude is actually entertaining. This dude actually know what he's talking about. If he's talking about something, they don't see it like that. They just see, well, he only got 2,000 followers at the moment. So regardless of what he's talking about, that's not enough for me to want to bring him down here. Granted, shouts out to RDC. I did get invited to DreamCon, which would have been in June, but quarantine shut that down. So I mean, I just look at it as time to build my stuff up even better so I can get down there again next year and do something even bigger. Because I really don't care to. I ain't gonna say I don't care, but as far as just having a booth or something like that, I feel like, man, give me a stage and a microphone. I'll set this mug off, man. Because that's the difference between me and a lot of these content creators. Yeah, they can do stuff behind the videos and stuff like that, but hey, you can give me a stage and a microphone, and I'm gonna keep that same energy. So it's one of those deals. I just gotta keep pushing it type deal, man.
Because when we wrap this, it's some people that I'll reach out to and tell them, hey man, you know, because that's kind of what I do. I kind of bridge the gap when people invite me to certain things, because I did the Soundwave Comic Expo. It's the first Black comic expo here in the St. Louis area. The brother, shout out to Lamar Harris, that he was kind of like the grand wizard of everything. He invited me on to a con, and now he's gonna do a digital con with an affiliate of mine. So, you know, I definitely, you know, that's dope that you got invited. DreamCon, Funimation brought you down. Like, so what have you been working on, you know, during the quarantine? Like, you got some, you know, some more commentaries coming out. You got some special projects you got cooking up. What's going on with Lowery like right now?
I did some work on some videos. Shouts out to the homie Omega. I've been doing some special things within the stream just to add more stuff, more engagement throughout the stream. Main project I've been working on is a comic book. I've been working on a story because, I mean, me getting in trouble talking about everybody else's story that came to conclusion. I need to just make my own, man. I can't just keep repeating the cycle of doing this, getting in trouble, trying to do it again. It's like I can just make my own and push that off and start from the bottom. And hey, years from now, I can just talk about my own stuff and make it look like that. So that's been my biggest focus for the past few months, is creating a comic book.
Okay. So we're gonna have a Lowery story, a
Yes.
graphic novel. That's dope. So,
Yes.
what are you looking forward to as far as like anime and stuff that you're watching? And like, how do you feel about, you know, things kind of slowing down because of the quarantine?
Personally, I'm ready to see, what's the best way to put this? I'm looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of these other independent Black creators and their stories produced, man. Because even though I do like watching anime, but I feel like the way that they interpret some of the urban community, quote unquote, is really not a look that is pleasing to us. You know, like the Mr. Popos or the stuff like that, man. It's like if we consuming this much of the content, but we getting this type of image portrayed by y'all, I just don't like that, man. So I'm happy to see other people are making their own stories and doing their own thing. I mean, Naruto was probably the first personal anime I've seen that actually did the brothers kind of decent. You know, the Cloud Village was actually rocking, but I've seen a few animes where the brothers is just the character that folks get beat up just to show how strong these other folks is, and they get come on, man. I mean, granted, even though we not the same culture as y'all ain't gotta. I don't want to call it disrespect, but have us in that light all the time in different variations. Feel me? So it's just, man, I like anime. I like to see the way different people's imaginations work, but also see some of the same patterns going on. It's like it's just, I don't know what their perspective is on this over there, but if we were just going off of they art, is not that respectable.
So how would you feel like, so will you venture into doing like, you know, superhero or like, you know, like superhero comics and stuff like that? Because, you know, we got with the advent of you know, Into the Spider-Verse, and, you know, just having years and years of like, we got not necessarily on film, but we got plenty of cartoons where the brothers and sisters are put on display. Like we got Clone Wars with the clones, and we got you know, we got Black Panther, we got, you know, X-Men, stuff like that. Would you venture into like doing commentary on, you know, on the cartoons or even the comic books?
Man, comic books, yes, I'm open to, but man, even with the cartoons, I get more trouble talking about cartoons than I do anime, to be honest. So it's like I don't even want to touch those waters. So it's just I don't know how to put it. It's just a different ball game. I'm walking on thin ice with anything I do. So I'm just trying to make it across before the ice crack on me again. But yeah, it's different. But even with that though, with the Marvel stuff though, it's like, man, I don't really know too many brothers that got some, I ain't gonna say real deal powers, but just on some real deal powers. You got the Black Panthers. Okay, he got hands and stuff, but he ain't shooting no laser beams. You got the Luke Cage. He cold, but I mean, folks ain't really just like the other heroes. You feel me? Like, I don't really know. I can't really think of a brother who got a super speed power or something like that. Most of the time, the brother's just strong or just fast and they get the head. I see LeBron James do that all the time. So it's like, I don't, if we gonna work with the imagination and show how different folks can be, I just like to see that creative aspect appointed to our culture as well. And it's like, we can't, and at the same time, it's like, we can't continue to ask for it if we got people that can create it as well. So it just gotta expand our horizon.
Okay, yeah. So I like that you are, you are expanding it to now, you get ready to tell your story, and you still, you still cranking content out, you still interacting with the community, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're one of the most important content creators that we got on the anime scene, because I never really seen a whole lot of, I know a lot of people that's in comics, you know what I'm saying? I know of, a lot of different guys that are on the comic side, like, Comics Explain, Dope Spill Comics, I forget the other brother's name off the top of my head, but Random Black Gamer, like, I know these guys are on their side, but as far as anime, I feel like, you are like, as far as content creators, like, you're the ambassador as far as, black anime or blur anime content creators, bro. And it's a real honor and a pleasure to sit down with you, man. One more question before we wrap this up, man. Like, what has kept you going through the whole thing? I'm talking about from the beginning to, the pitfalls and the things of that nature, to like what inspired you to keep going and not give up? This is the first time I'm really asking this question to anybody, so this is kind of like exclusive to this interview, because we go through, I did a whole bunch of these, but I it was always in the back of my head. But what keeps you going, Mo Lark?
Man, this is just in me. This is my essence. Like, everybody got like a specific deal that they're good at doing, or what their purpose is on earth, and this is just what I'm good at doing. So I can't really give up on something that's just, this is what I was born to do. I feel, everybody, you can dibble and dab and make hobbies out of something, but as far as just communicating with people and talking to folks, and if folks find something entertaining folks, that's just always been something that's been natural to me. So it's like, I can't give up, because then I gotta go find something that I don't even know how to do and learn how to do that, and then start a process of doing that. And if I'm gonna put that much energy into doing all that, I can just put that much energy into getting better at what I'm already doing, if that makes sense. So just this is what I'm good at doing, and I just want to be the best me I can be, basically.
Okay. So you got any shout outs, bro? And anybody you want to shout out, anybody you want to thank, you want to congratulate, anything like that?
Gotta give a shout out to God first and foremost, man. Cause like, for
yes,
him
sir.
Keep me here, cause boy, be going in the blink of an eye. On Justice Community, I much appreciate them, the family, the wife, just God community, or God family and community, and that's really that's the core of everything, for real. And,
oh, one more. I got one more. I got a bonus question for you.
One more.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about, like, not how do you feel, but like, are you looking forward to the next couple of seasons of Dragon Ball Super? And do you, like, because I see you show love to GT. That's like, most people don't show love to GT, but GT was cracking. Like,
Grand Tour.
Exactly. So, like, how do you feel about the whole, like, Dragon Ball as a journey? Like, because we grew up with it. Like, this is something that actually it was before us. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I don't know how old you are, but I know I was born in 90. So when Dragon Ball first got over, had, I think, ended, and Dragon Ball Z had started, or was getting ready to start, I was born, and then we actually got everything late. You know what I'm saying? They had to translate everything, and now we kind of getting Super, kind of like how they used to do Pokemon, where 3 months in, we would get, the beginning of the season, and then they would get the next season. So, how do you feel about this next about the Moro arc, and you know where they taking it, and then the franchise as a whole up to this point?
Man, I personally, well, I can't say I personally feel, because some people, I ain't never seen the document. Some people say that after the Cell games, Goku was supposed to be like just passing the torch over to Gohan, but a lot of fans ain't really want to rock with that, so then they had to do a whole bunch of revamping. But I just hope it doesn't do one of those, because you know how Dragon Ball Super, they when it came in, they had Battle of the Gods, which was a movie. They did the Frieza, which was a movie. Because I really didn't watch Dragon Ball Super until the Tournament of Power. I mean, because I was upset when they said Black Goku, because I'm thinking Black Goku's gonna be a brother, and it was just another Turles in my eyes. But I'm hoping they actually have different substance to keep it pushing, and just not one of those a whole bunch of filler things to keep fans entertained. Because that right there, I mean, yeah, it keep fans entertained, but it's like if it takes away from the substance of the story of a whole, it's like just let it go, man. Let Goku, because Goten ain't even grew up yet. Like a lot of man, that's so stuff like that I like to see happen, because man, anything that we just seen Goku do and we just seen Gohan do, that means Goten got just as much potential. But like certain stuff like that, I look at, man, like whatever happened to Raditz, man? Folks don't even think about Raditz no more, and him being Goku's brother is like, hey, you got to be able to do something then.
Yeah, I heard that at the end of the Moro arc that they supposed to be bringing back Bardock, and you know, like they some of the stuff, because you know I think they have Bardock in no, they didn't have him in Dragon Ball Superheroes, but like he's in the actual like thing, like they trying to make this Dragon Ball cinematic universe type deal with heroes. Like, okay, we got GT over here, we got Super over here, we got the What If people over here, you know, so we got the main timeline, then we got GT, then we got the Xenoverse timeline, and then the What If stuff over here. Yeah. So we trying to bring it all together. And that's what I'm hearing, that, you know, Bardock is gonna come back and all of that. I don't know, because I haven't read the actual tournament arc, and then where they supposed to, what the end is supposed to be, like the end goal, you know. So I'm with you though. I feel like at this point it just needs to be all hands meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like it all hands meetings. We need to it needs to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and we got to get there for, you know, for everything to make sense, because they notorious are doing the filler, and they did a good job in Super to me, but you know, but giving certain people shine, like Master Roshi got to get in there and had his meeting, and then Gohan kind of got, you know, redeemed himself or whatever, you know, from GT or whatever. So you know, it's gonna be exciting to see what they gonna do with it and everything else like that. But I just want to thank you, Mo Lowery, man, for coming on, man. You know, usually when I hit up people that's like way up here, they kind of like, well, damn, you know, I see him, you know, he got the franchise boys on there. Okay, got the white tee. Yeah, I see he got this, that, and the third. Yeah, I see he got Kenfo Shine. I see he got Murph on there. But you know, we gotta keep it, you know, we gotta keep it corporate, because like you were saying about the kind people. But you know, I reached out, we had a conversation, and you know, it's an honor and a pleasure to get on here, bro. I like to see, you know, black brothers and sisters winning. I like, you know, doing good business and establishing good relationships and good rapport. Yeah. So, you know, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show, my brother, man. And I thank you, man. No problem, man. You welcome here at any time, man. You know, I said this year, man, like I was waiting on, I ain't gonna say I was waiting on something like this to happen, but I said if I ever had the time, I was gonna go all gas, no brakes on creating my content or learning so that I could, you know, gain new skills. And I said, you know, pretty much said, yo, I'm gonna go full speed at this, and kind of like you were saying, I'm gonna go full speed at this, or I ain't gonna do it at all. So,
hey, that's how it is.
Yep. So, yeah, and you've been one of my inspirations, bro. Like I've had similar situations where I had to stop, start, and had to build stuff back up. And so, you know, I said, man, I got to get the Mo on the show, man. So I thank you once again for coming through. This has been another edition of Killzone Interviews with Mo Lowery. Y'all make sure y'all go Y'all make sure y'all go follow him, subscribe, sign up for that Patreon. And like I said, man, just make sure y'all check this brother out, man, because like I said, man, he's a real gatekeeper, a real figurehead in the anime and the blurred anime community and the anime community as a whole. Like, I feel like you changed the whole game, my brother, with the commentary, and not just reading the news, not just giving recaps or reviews or whatever. Like, you really changed the game, and a lot of people got to step their game up, So I just seen them step their game up. Like, I ain't even making it up. Like, they actually, people are going all out with the production and going all out with this, that, and the third. And I didn't see that until you came along, my brother. So once again, brother, thank you. And hey, y'all, it's been another edition of Killzone Interviews with Mo Lowery. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for the one time. Hit the notifications bells so you can tell when we upload or go live, or wherever you watching this, share it, tag it. Tag your mama, tag your baby mama, tag your grandmama, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we out. Peace.
Justice. Goodbye.